Afternoon, everybody. SoCalsabre here. And today I'm going to be talking about some pro sports. It's been a while since I talked about my favorite pro teams, and I'd just like to give a little update of how I feel that they're doing and progressing this year so far. So, if you like what you're going to hear, like what you hear, go down there and hit that like button. If you disagree with some of the things I say, please give me some comments down there too. Okay, first of all, I'll cover the Detroit Tigers. The season's is still going on and everything. No, they're not going to make the playoffs, but I'm starting to see a big improvement in the team. They're starting to get that winning spirit into them again. The GM, Alex Avila, and A.J. Hinch are doing a great job, especially utilizing the 40-man roster, getting rid of some dead weight, giving the youngsters a chance, and, it's looking promising, especially with the pitchers core. The three young pitchers, Casey Mize, Tarek Skubal, and Matt Manning, are showing that they are going to be good for a long time, with barring any injuries and that. So that's really nice to see. Yeah, they've made some more roster moves this week, getting rid of some of the deadwood and bringing some of the prospects up that are doing very well in AAA down in Toledo. So hopefully the second half of the season they're gonna keep the spirit up. I see the team getting better and younger at the same time. So that's promising for the next couple of years, and 2 or 3 more years in Detroit, they might be in competition again. So I say, keep it up, team. Okay. The Buffalo Sabres. This is a pretty exciting or apprehensive time, depending on how you look at it, in the NHL right now. They just trade freeze just was put on in preparing for Tuesday's Seattle Kraken expansion draft. This is going to be interesting. Teams are wondering who. We don't know who yet. The team's protected. Who's going to be eligible for Seattle to pick them up? A lot of moves have been going on. There were bunch of trades that happened just before the freeze today, but I'm sure there can be more because Seattle is exempt from this trade deadline, and so they can still continue making moves with teams and so forth. And the trades will open back up again on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday is the NHL draft, which I think we're going to have a slew of them. The Sabres, I was a co-host this morning on Nickel City Mafia YouTube channel, and we discussed the state of affairs of the Buffalo Sabres. Going to be really interesting what kind of moves he's going to be making, because they're hurting in some areas. So I'm going to put that link down for the Nickel City Mafia for that video this morning down in the description. So go ahead, check it out. That's my son's channel. Give him a little bit of support down there. Okay. Did I say anything? I didn't want to say anything else right now because there's just a lot of speculation going on about the trades and so forth. Before I go on, I'm about halfway through this. Before I go on, I just want to remind you of a chance to win a board game. Check out my culling and game giveaway video for details. I'll put the link down below on that too. Heaven knows you might win a nice free board game. All right, the Boston Celtics. What an offseason, It was disappointing, the playoffs last year, and the offseason so far, I call it turmoil in town. All started with Danny Ainge retiring. And then the coach, Brad Stevens, was moved up to be the president of baseball operations, whatever his title is up there. And he won about, then made a trade right away. Traded Kemba Walker for Al Horford. Now, Horford's the next Celtic. I personally don't see what bringing Al Horford back to the team is how they're going to help him out, because he's 6'9". They need another big, strong guy in the center, like the other teams are doing right now, to help out Tatum and Jaylen Brown and those guys. Okay, and so it's going to be they also did they hired a new coach. I'll probably pronounce his name wrong. It's Ime Udoka, I believe. That's probably wrong. I'll learn how to say it before the season starts. So the off season is going to be interesting to see what kind of moves they make. The last of my favorite teams are Buffalo Bills. I believe they're going to be pretty good again this season. I'm thinking that they're going to be about 12-5. This is a 17-game season this year. 12-5. A little bit down from what they were last year. But there's a few teams that have made some improvements that I think that are going to give them a little bit of trouble. I think the Bills made a mistake in the NFL draft by not shoring up their running back situation, and I hope that that doesn't come back to haunt them too much during the year. Okay. Again, in the Nickel City Mafia channel, they put out 2 videos on the NFL, actually 3, but the 2 that I want to talk about, one was the top AFC contenders, where they ranked the top 8 contenders where they felt that they were going to be this year. Pretty interesting. I disagreed a little bit with them on that one. And then they put out another one on how many games the Bills would win. They went team by team, talking about each team. So that was interesting. If you're interested in football and the AFC, go on and check those out. Have some fun looking at them. Give them some remarks. Tell them what you think. So this was just wanted to be a quick one. I haven't talked about my pro teams in a long time now. I just wanted to catch up a little bit as to where I'm thinking at the moment. So I'm going to give it a close it up. And so if you like this, go down there and hit that like button, subscribe, push it out to your social media channels. And until you see me or hear from me again, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.